Hey friends, happy Thursday night. I don't have very much for you today, but I wanted to just check in and say hi. um, if I sound stuffy, I am a little bit, just because barometric pressure change, I get nasty headaches and sinus issues, and we have a little bit of weather moving in. I don't know if we're going to get anything out of it. I think we have a 24% chance of rain, but it's been cloudy all day, and the clouds have been progressively getting heavier and thicker and making us sinus sufferers. Anyways, whatever. So if you watched last night's Hobie haul, you know I had purchased some of their crochet hooks. So I started working on my Duck Duck dishcloths, started getting caught up because, well, now I'm at 4 that I needed to do. Well, now 3. I'm up to week 2. I got week 1 done. It's kind of over here behind me because I haven't sent the pictures into her yet. But anyways, I used this crochet hook. It's a 5.5 millimeter hook from Hobie. And I used the Crafter's Secret cotton with it. I'm very happy with the results. It was so comfortable on my hands. I didn't have any cramping or anything. So I did that. And then I tried to start week 2 dishcloth, which involves counting. You have to chain 49 and then you have to count everything from there. And I had to rip it out twice. And I just finally said, forget it. Because apparently counting a crochet pattern around here doesn't exist. So I will have to do it maybe tomorrow morning when it's quiet. My husband's got some work to do tomorrow morning on the computer. So maybe I will jump in here and work on that, because I think the next 3 dishcloths I think involve counting rows. Yeah, that one's easier. It's chaining 27. That was for today's. And then that one's chaining 38. So the one I have to count the highest on is week 2, which is up to 49. So that's okay. You know what? I feel accomplished because I got 1 week done and I've got 3 weeks left to go, and they're all easy patterns. So the only thing on the week 1 pattern, if you're doing the Duck Duck dishcloth, is on the border, it requires you, or well, it tells you to do a picot on the border. Well, guess what? This girl here, I don't picot anything. So I kind of went rogue and I just said, screw it, and did another round of clusters and called it a day, because I am down to just that much yarn left out of one of the Crafter's Secret balls. So, yep, I officially went rogue on it, and I just said, I'm not doing picots, anything. There are certain stitches I will not do, and that's one of them, is picots. I've been crocheting now for a little over 3 years, and I have had to do them once in a project because there was no 2 ways about it. My picots looked like, I don't even know. It was just very sad looking. So anyways, I know I'm not the only one out there. I've actually seen other crocheters say the same thing, that picots are a no-go. So anyways, I don't care. It's going in my kitchen, so sure. Or my bathroom, wherever it ends up, right? I know it's supposed to be dishcloths, but it might end up in my bathroom too. Who knows? It's just going to float throughout the house. Anyways, so enough of that. Yeah. Today was productive. I was very happy. We took Levi to the Bureau of Land Management. It's just a very small little office here. I think their main office is in the Phoenix area. They have a small little field office here that they have a little bit of a area when you come in. It's just for visitors. You know, there's maps, and before you go in, there's a map or two inside, and then they have free materials, maps, whatnot. And then there's also maps you can purchase. And they also have rattlesnakes in the cages or terrariums. And one of them, it was a sidewinder, and that is in the rattlesnake family. Oh, that one was pissed. It was in defense mode. Like, you came any closer to the glass, it was going to charge. And then I woke one up when I walked by it, and it looked at me and got really defensive and was like, "What are you doing?" It was fun. It was fun. He got to see lots of maps. They did give him a free map, Arizona Grand Canyon State Recreation Historic Sites, on federal, state, and tribal land. So we got this one that they gave us for free. And then we also were given this so that we know different areas we can go and hike and trails and whatnot. And then they also gave me, it's called My Public Lands, Geology and Fossils, Junior Ranger. And there's different things in here that he can do as a Junior Ranger. So there's this. And this just has like, I love that picture. Isn't that beautiful? There is just different little activities in here that he can do. I'll have to help him with a lot of this because it is more advanced. It's probably geared more towards a second or third, maybe even a fourth grader. But there's a lot of like just information that we can read together, and you know, there's the table of contents of what's in there for him. And this was free. So those three things were free. And then I paid $4 for this next one. This is actually a topographic map. And this just tells you different areas and who owns it and stuff like that. So it's just, I'm not going to sit here and unfold it because this thing is huge. It's probably as big as my table. But as you can see, it's just, it's color coded so you know who owns what land around here. And this is what it is. So, and like I said, I paid $4 for this one, which is a small price to pay. But yeah, their main office is down in the Phoenix area. But it's nice that they have little field offices around for times like today. Like I said, you know, you can just go in there and you can look at maps and you can learn the area. And especially with us being, well, I mean, I've visited Kingman. I've vacationed here many, many times. But now that I'm actually living here and I'm starting to learn like my way around everything, it's really good to have especially this. And so the guy that I spoke with, was very, very knowledgeable, extremely helpful. He was able to give me all the information I needed on passes that you can purchase for the parks around here. I did not know there's a county pass as well as a state pass, and then one that'll get you into like all the national parks, which we don't need that one because my husband's a veteran, so he's got the lifetime national park pass. But I did find out that it's more beneficial for me to get the county pass versus a state park pass because we only have really, I think he said only 1 or 2 state parks near us, and one of them is Havasu, and I don't go to Havasu very often. I'm more likely to go up to the Wallabies. And so he said it would be more beneficial for me to get the county, which is what I will do. It's like $50 a year. So, so that'll be nice. And then we also went to the library, finally. And that was a lot of fun. The heck was that? Anyways, but yeah, so we did the library, we did the Bureau of Land Management, and then Levi saw a park across from the library and wanted to go play, so we went and played for about an hour there, and then went to Cracker Barrel for dinner. And well, the last couple of times I've been to Cracker Barrel, they have not told me like how many points I had, and today she asked me, she's like, do you want to use some of your points? She pulled it up on the screen and it was enough to pay for my dinner and then some. So that was very, very nice to have. Those rewards systems, I'm going to tell you, those reward things are nice to have if you are going to use them, especially like the grocery store ones and they have a gas station. I can't tell you how much money I have saved with gas rewards at like Smith's. It's crazy. So Smith's and Safeway both, actually, because we use Vons in California, which is Safeway. So yeah. So anyways, that is all I have for you today. I just wanted to come in and say hi and let you know about my productive day. And tomorrow's another day. So what will we have on Finish It Friday? I don't know. But I'll be back tomorrow with something for sure. Again, I don't know what. I do know we have to go gas my car tomorrow because I'm almost out of gas. I'm like 30 miles till empty. I'm really pushing the envelope on that one. Anyways, okay, I'm going to go. Love, hugs, and prayers to you all. And whatever this weather system is doing, just please stay safe and stay warm. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, don't go out unless you absolutely have to. I don't know what's going on with this weather pattern. My son was telling me this morning they got 6 inches predicted for Chattanooga. And then he comes back and says it's been downgraded to 2 inches of ice and rain. I have no idea. I don't know what it's doing. But anyways, just yes, please stay safe, friends. I'll be praying for everybody. Yeah. But until next time, I'll see you in the next